What if I told you that this one decision changed my trajectory of life in Dedan Kimathi University? Figure this, you are an engineering student whose academics will last for 5 years in the university. Your friends are taking 4-year courses. At the end of the 4 years, they graduate, leaving you behind. For that 1 year, you feel like it's eternity. You feel like you've been left behind. And maybe they are a step ahead of you in life. Now, extrapolate that 1 year to not 2, not 3, not 4, but 7 years. See, I joined Dedan Kimathi University 11 years ago, and today is the only day that I am coming to the end of my studies. For the past 7 years, I have witnessed graduations. My friends leave behind. But to understand this story, take with me this step into the next episode of my life in Dedan Kimathi, the documentary, After 11 years in the university. It is time to say goodbye. I joined Dedan Kimathi University in the year 2014 September, ready to finish my studies just like any other comrade and join the outside world. Now, the positive thing is that when you join Dedan Kimathi, there is a rare opportunity for you to finish studies 1 year earlier than other comrades who joined university with you at the same time, but in another university. So I was eager to finish and join the outside world, the job market, or whatever that people call it. But as a wise man will say, where God boils his yam stylishly, that is exactly where the devil roasts his fish lavishly. Now, I had told you in the second and first episode how I went through my first year of study and ended up taking an academic leave. Remember, I took an academic leave just right next to the exams, or rather when the exams for second semester of my first year were already ongoing. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it ended up in this situation. See, as it's usual in university, provided you have paid 60% of your school fees, then you can register for units. However, you won't be able to sit for the final exam unless you have completed your school fees. So I had school fees balance of about 8,000 shillings based on the registration after having paid some fees for rent or whatever. But unfortunately, as we were heading towards the exams of my second semester, I misquoted the figure to my parents because I thought, not really misquoted, because the second batch of help was supposed to come, but I think it's late. So I told them to send me 4,000, then the 4,000 from help will complete the school fees. And at this point in time, it was a little bit very difficult to find services in Dedan Kimathi. So for you maybe to meet, to go to an office, you had to write a letter prior, book an appointment maybe 2 weeks early so that you can get assisted in a given office. But that later on changed, which I will tell you later on in this video. So exam start, I pay 4,000 shillings, but then help by Jafika, so kuna hizi 4,000 plani ziko pending sijalipa, and it was now a bit difficult for me to go back again to my parents to tell them that I need more 4,000 shillings because ile pesa ulituma haijamaliza fee. Mark you, even if I could talk to them, it will be difficult for them to get the money right there and then. So I went to the then COD and talked to them and told them my situation, and they told me to try and figure out a way to complete that school fees in time before exams. Unfortunately, the first paper of the semester started, and I hadn't paid that school fees. The second paper is done, still sijamaliza, until one of the classmates, shout out to you, I will give you a shout out. I don't know, but I don't want to mention your name, but thank you. A lady who helped me conducted a quick fundraiser, so to raise 4,000 shillings for me, and my classmates raised some money, about 3,000. I had to look for 1,000. We did that fundraiser until I had raised every amount, but was having about 50 shillings pending. So I went to the COD and told him that I have this amount, there is this pending, would you allow me to do this day's exam? He told me for me to be allowed to do that exam, I had to have a fee balance of 0 shillings. And this is the third day, mark you, of the exam period, so the third paper is being done. So he gave me 2 options on this very sitting. I had to complete that fee payment by 4 p.m., make sure that the bank statement, the fee balance statement reads 0. Or if I feel I want to be able to do that, I should take an academic leave. And I remember him telling me that if that wouldn't happen, I would be, I think he said, discontinued. So I went out of the office and weighed my options. I couldn't get this 50 shillings in time. It was around 11 a.m. And unlike nowadays where there are so many vehicles and easy to get transport to town, you had also to go to town to deposit school fees in the bank, and usually the bank that would give you easy success was Equity Bank, and we both know how usually Equity Bank had along lots of long queues. So you could get there, maybe to wait for a vehicle to go to town. It will take me maybe an hour, that's noon, and I have to finish this by 4 and report to him. After depositing school fees in town, you had to come back again and then go to the finance office to take there the bank slip so they can process. So I evaluated all the things I had to go through for this to happen and realized it was going to be very difficult for me to complete that in time. So I said, anyway, I'll take an academic leave, because even if I say I'll pay tomorrow, then the offer for sitting the rest of the exams is off the table, and applying for specials, because you see, specials were usually applied 2 weeks to the kick-off exams, and I hadn't done that. Lack of knowledge. So I opted to take the academic leave option and left school. So I kept going about with my life, and because of this precarious situation, I couldn't tell my parents that I had taken an academic leave. So I played it low, did some stuff trying to find some cash here and there, and wait for the next step. But I was told, since I had done everything that pertains the semester, all I had to do was to come back and sit the exams. So that's what I did. When there were also exams for first year, second semester, the next time they were being offered, I presented myself in the exam room, did those exams, and went on with my 2.1 studies. At this point, it was now heading towards 2016, where I did my second year, my first semester. Now, this is a university of technology, so a lot has improved. During those times, results weren't usually posted in the portal, the student portal, where you could access the pass list or whatever. It used only to be posted on the notice board, sorry. It used to be posted on the notice board. So somebody, I think, in our department had failed exam, so mtu alikuwa anaenda anatoa hizo vitu, unapata like zimepostiwa, so mtu ana realize anaamka mtihani anazitoa ndio maybe deni yake asione or whatever. So I didn't see any of the results to know what had happened, what I had gotten or whatever. So I continued my studies, but at some point I remember in January I got a no, not in January, in yes, around January, February 2017, I received a call from my parents, from my mother. And if you remember, I told you we had these people who I hardly call or we hardly talk to each other, not because we were in bad terms, but provided I'm doing okay and we could go for some time without talking. So I received a call and my mom asked me, "Are you in school?" I said yes, because I remember it was a Friday and I had just come from class. She asked me again, "Are you sure you are in school?" I said yes. Now the questioning, you just definitely know there is a tone that when your mom uses and how she's asking us, you know something's definitely wrong. So I started asking myself, what's happening? What's going on? Are you sure in school? Yes. Then she just asked me, why are you lying? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm lying. I'm in class.